Luka Nation episode. I believe this is 750 actually, Cage, of Luca's Tigers and Bronzo Mai, and this is kind of like that, kickoff week. I think college football has something similar. Leading up to Saturday of kickoff week, they have the
Everybody's excited.
panelists. Everyone's excited. You have the
We're going
mascots.
streaking. We're going streaking through the quad.
Exactly.
Everyone's doing it.
It feels like you're very familiar with this. I feel like you've done this a few times.
Oh, dude, I have a body for streaking. I mean, you see this, you think I was made for streaking through the quad.
Everyone's coming.
Everyone's doing it.
Well, today we have a very special guest. We've had him on before. It's Eric Shemtoff from WhatNot. And WhatNot always, for any event, really, they always do big shit, always cool stuff. Always, what I love about the vibe and the culture of WhatNot is it's always like, kind of what can we give back to the community and how can we make it big and extravagant? So, you're not getting a Tyler Hero PSA 10 slab. Let's go bigger than that. Let's go PSA 9 Jordan Fleer.
I see the wheels turning in Eric's
Let's go bigger
mind
than that.
there, right?
Let's give away a Lambo. Let's go bigger. So the giveaway that WhatNot and Eric's team are doing for National in Atlantic City is bigger than everything I just mentioned. So that's a good intro. Eric Shemtoff, welcome to the show. Welcome back to Luka's Tigers and Bronzo.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's always a blast. I feel like some precedent is being set here. Every time I come on, there needs to be a bigger giveaway.
Yeah.
So,
well, listen, you just redid, right? You did another funding round. WhatNot's valuation is like $187 billion now, and Andrew just gave you your next funding round pamphlet, right? You send it out to people for the next funding round. WhatNot does big shit. I mean, that's what it says. It's a direct Andrew. WhatNot does big shit. Andrew Goldberg, Luka's Tigers and Bronze. I mean,
and it works. So it's not like you guys just do big stuff and it like falls flat. The Lambo giveaway was huge. It was huge. Everyone knew about it. Everyone was talking about it. The triple logo, man.
It's no bomb pop. I mean, I just gotta say, I got a bomb pop. I don't care about the Lamborghini. I'll take some bomb pops. I don't know whether
there's
bomb pops.
there's no ice cream this year. The theme is similar around a golden ticket, which we can dig into, but I do think we'll need to bring the ice cream back and the truck.
Yes.
So walk us through that. So for people who weren't at National last year, you guys did kind of a bomb pop, a giveaway, ice cream. What are you doing this year?
Yeah. So quick retro on last year. It was golden ticket based. So you were chasing golden tickets. The way to get a golden ticket was to go to the WhatNot ice cream truck. And then the grand prize was a PSA 9 Michael Jordan rookie, which was super cool. There were a couple other prizes, sealed boxes, and so on. This year, we wanted to level up the ante a little bit. I think we've grown a lot over the last 12 months as a company, as a team, as a category of sports cards, and we're trying to think of fun ways to give back to the community live. And where we ended up was we're actually fully sponsoring the Breakers Pavilion at the National. They have a pretty significant amount of space there, and it's right near the main stage. So we're going to have 10 people kind of co-hosting a giveaway of a packs from a steel box of 86 Clear, and then packs from a box of 03 Topps Chrome. Obviously, chasing LeBron and Michael Jordan rookies, and a couple of different ways to enter. One is, you can enter via WhatNot live show. And so anyone at home is able to experience the magic of the National and the giveaway. There are also ways to enter live. So at our booth and at our space, along the theme of the Atlantic City Boardwalk, we'll have a carnival game, which is the mix of the skee-ball horse race. And the winners of those games will get a WhatNot mystery pack. And in some of those WhatNot mystery packs are actually golden tickets for giveaway packs from 86 Clear or Topps Chrome. It all culminates Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll actually run the giveaway show. We'll open all of the packs live, and hopefully there are some big hits. PSA will be grading them next day, so pretty excited about that.
For people that are not at National, who do they follow on the WhatNot app to get access?
Great question. So the entire show, the live show, the giveaway show, is being hosted on the account of Ripping Wax. Ripping Wax is the brand that has had the Breakers Pavilion space for, I believe it's like close to the last 10 years. And that's who we've partnered with to really bring WhatNot to the National in a way bigger way than ever before. And it's also who we've partnered with to bring the National to everyone at home. And so that's really what I enjoy most about this is not everyone can make it to the National, obviously. This gives you a way to experience the giveaway and experience a little bit of kind of the magic sauce of being there live.
Rippin' Wax without the G on WhatNot. Follow
with
them.
The G.
With the G.
Ripping Wax
with the
with
G.
the G.
Ripping.
What?
Yeah.
Ripping Wax.
I followed the wrong person. Unfollow. Ripping
They have
Wax,
a gold,
official promoter
gold,
of
gold
the
avatar.
National Case Break Pavilion. Got it. And then you could bookmark that. He has a few shows, right? He has 7:30, 86 and Fleer Chrome. You bookmark that show and you get an announcement. I love it. Got it.
So the show, the show that will take place live from the main stage at the National is Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Ripping Wax. You'll see the show. There's 383 as of right now. Bookmarks. That number is going to go in the thousands easily. Bookmark the show. You get notifications. Now, if you're in attendance, what should they do? They should go to the Breakers Pavilion and play some skee ball because they're going to get rocked. I'm really good at skee ball.
Yeah,
and Cage is incredible.
It's not exactly skee ball though. It's sort of like a skee ball, like horse race type thing. It's like you push the balls in, and it moves the thing across. I don't know what the hell it's called, but I know exactly what the game is. I know.
So you roll the ball, and you have a horse that corresponds to your seat, and you're racing against everyone else. First person to hit the finish line will win. The prize for winning is a custom WhatNot mystery pack that's sealed. Pretty excited about it. It's something that's been in the works for a while. We've done these for Pokemon in the past, and the community love them. And so that's the prize for winning a game. You can go out, compete, play. I anticipate there will be a bit of a line. And then some of those packs will have golden tickets in them. And that will actually entitle you to either a Fleer or Chrome pack. There are a couple other ways to enter. Another one is Card Collector 2 hosts a big trade night at the National and is doing some gift bags and some other giveaways there. So there will be an opportunity there. And then just follow along on social or WhatNot Sports pretty much everywhere. The team is there. We're in person. We're excited. We want people to win these packs. And so there will definitely be other fun ways to get an opportunity to win a pack.
Andrew, what do you want someone to do in order to win a pack? You want them to streak through the state, like go streak and give Ray Schulte like a big naked hug? Like what's if somebody do to earn a pack?
Last year I was walking through like the show. It's a big show. It's a lot of walking. And Pristine Auctions had the one hoop, right? The basketball hoop. I'm like, why would you ever bring one? You got to bring two. Competition, games. We're competitors. We love to win. We like this stuff. So I love the competitive nature of if you win, you get a ticket, right? Versus anything that's free, typically, we don't value it, right? We don't have this value for it. But when you win it, when you earn it, your blood, sweat, and tears, you're the man in the arena, you're mauled, you come out of that ski race, scratches on your face, and you got that ticket. You're holding on to that. So I like competition.
Well, listen, for the folks listening to this, you should already done this, but just in preparation, download the WhatNot app. You should already have it. I can't believe there's anybody out there who doesn't. But if you happen to be listening to this and you don't, download the WhatNot app because they will want you to do that. I do remember that from the ice cream truck last year. Just show them the app, and you're good. You're on there. And make sure you follow Luka Nation on WhatNot. I can't believe there's anybody who hears my voice right now who hasn't already done that. But just in case there's one or two of you hobgoblins who have forgotten to do it, do it. And yeah, that's pretty much all they ask for. I mean, it's kind of cool because it's real brand awareness. It brings a little bit of fun, something different, an arcade game. I love the boardwalk kind of tie-in, arcade game, Steel Pure type stuff. And yeah, man, I mean, how do you beat that? I'd love to see, like a LeBron parallel or something pulled. There's been some pretty crazy national polls. Vintage Breaks had a 55 Bowman that a mantle came out. It was greater than 9. That was recently sold for like $350,000. So like it'd be nice to see something like major get pulled out of one of these boxes. Although a couple Jordans getting pulled kind of can add up to that anyway, right? So
I mean that's one of the things that we're most excited about is to be able to just take this really cool product. You don't see it opened often, do it all live and just give people an opportunity to take part without needing to spend any money. And really just having fun. Hopefully there's a big crowd around. People are getting excited about it. There are ways to win through the app. There are ways to win in person. And I think you guys will be pretty excited when you see the space, everyone, because it's quite cool. It is themed alongside kind of the Atlantic City Boardwalk. It's much bigger than some of the stuff we've done before at sports card shows. And I think it will be a blast. Plus, we have I think over 140 live streams taking place from our space over the several days of the National. So definitely something to come by and see, whether it's before Saturday or through the weekend.
What is the channel to follow? I know Ripping Wax for this, but what is the channel to follow for I think it starts Thursday morning and runs until Sunday, just a 24-hour stream on WhatNot of Binder in the dunk tank. Where do you stream that one? Because if you're not doing that, you have time to make it happen. No?
It's been talked about. I don't know if it was your idea or it was the team's idea, but it's definitely been discussed. It would have been a good fit. Dunk tank would have fit well with the carnival theme. Yeah, there's probably still enough time to.
Yes, I will pay for half.
Half of Binder or half of the dunk?
I don't have to wait online. I just get to throw whenever I get to skip the line and throw. Every time I get dunk whenever I want. That's the rules.
Guys, one of those streams that I don't think you're going to want to miss is ours. 5 to 6 p.m. on Thursday night. Cage, I don't even know if you knew about this. We're doing a live stream, and if possible, we're going to do some cool things. We're going to do the auction, right? Our $1 consignment show. Every single auction starts at $1. That's going to go 5 to 6 p.m. for people that aren't in attendance. But for people that are in attendance, if there's the space, I might do a little impromptu live auction. So keep that in mind, guys. Live auction giveaways for people in attendance, 5 to 6 p.m. And all you have to do is go stop by the WhatNot Breakers Pavilion. Literally, you're not going to be able to miss it. It's right by the main stage.
You have to have the WhatNot app, even for the live one. You have to be bidding there live, and special treats for people who might win when you're live. You still got to have the app. You still got to be downloading the app. You still got to win through the app and all that other fun stuff. So lots of fun. But yeah, man, I love the live auction, man. You killed it at V-Friends. So, VCOM, whatever the hell that thing was called. NFT Friends, I don't even know. Whatever it is.
It's fun, man. It's fun. It's kind of like, it's old school. You could surprise and delight. You could add cards to the giveaway. I mean, it's a lot like, we're the best consignment show on WhatNot right now. So that's all we got to say. But
it's a blast. And then one other note is there will be a feed within the app of all of the shows that are being hosted from the National, including you guys. And so if you want a taste of kind of what's going on the ground, tune into any of those. They're all hosted from the Breakers Pavilion, which we're really excited about. And there's definitely some fun content and product coming.
Eric, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I do this with a lot of guests, so I think you could handle it.
You said do.
As we're friends, dude. It's when Chandler goes and gets his interview, and you remember that episode. But I'm 40 years old. I'm 50 years old. I'm like, oh, why am I going to download this app? It's kids breaking. Handle that objection. Why should people who haven't downloaded the app download the app?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we all enjoy going to conventions, being there live, hanging out with the community, buying, selling, trading, learning, nerding out together. This is an opportunity to do that every night, every day, every weekend. You don't have to leave your home. No one's forcing you to buy anything, but it is a way to engage, stay up on what people are excited about in the hobby. Um, similar to any other entertainment, there's something for everyone. Like I'm not a horror person. I like comedy, right? And so maybe there are a couple of hosts that I like versus others where maybe I don't go to their shows. And so I really do think whether that's around a sport, a personality, or otherwise, there really is something for everyone. Same goes for price point. We solve for the more premium collector. Well, some of them, and we'll get to the rest. And then we solve for the low end too. And so it really depends on what you're after on a given day or night. But this is somewhere where you can engage with the hobby and engage with like-minded people 24/7, 365, which I just think is super fun.
I love the
It's
answer.
kind of crazy.
I love it, and I love the movie analogy, and it gives some insight into why people love our channel, because I am very funny and Andrew is scary. So I like the whole like horror movie comedy kind of thing. So what are we solving for the little guys? Obviously, the you can't get a better price point than free. People can get these golden tickets for nothing. People are
Yeah.
have access to this just by playing games and getting these freebie packs. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, listen, just cruise around on WhatNot. I mean, I am a 40, 50-year-old, and it is, I do believe, the future of selling for our hobby and for other segments. And it's fun. People like to do this. They come in, the chat is active, people are wtalking to each other. Whether you're watching a break, it's almost like a team pulling for you in the break. You're watching an auction show, and it's like, all right, hey, this is how much this went for. The chat is talking about what card ladder comps are, and it's like, you don't have that. You don't have like a team of people telling you what it's worth when you're just bidding on eBay or you're bidding in an auction. But here, WhatNot brings all of that, into the fold. So it's pretty cool.
Eric,
I think it comes back to the community, right? And that's why the events like the National and like the Lambo and so on, they're important times for us to put a stake in the ground and level up what's happening, because we wanted the logo man to be hit. We wanted it to be hit on WhatNot. We wanted that for the community. Similarly, like I think it's 3 MJs. We want 5 if we can get them, because we want people to share that moment, and we want to give something to the community to talk about, and that's really why a convention like the National is key, right? You have everyone there, people are talking, and they're getting excited and maybe doing something that you wouldn't otherwise see.
I love it. Eric, any final words before we let you go?
Tune into the shows there at the National all week long. Tune into Luka Nation's show, see the space, check out our social, and definitely chase that MJ rookie. I mean, everyone's always wanted to do that. So here's an opportunity, and appreciate you guys having me on. As always, it's always fun chatting with you all.
Eric, before you go, I heard through the grapevine that you are about to get married, and I will now direct my next sentence or two to your fiancée, bride-to-be, and it is, I've been married for nearly 18 years, and when I heard this news, I tried to talk Eric out of it. I'll be honest, I did. I was like, hey, can I talk you out of it? And he was like, absolutely not. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I would be nuts to ever think anything other than this is going to make me the happiest man alive. So you should know that. I'm a very convincing person, and I tried to talk him out of it, and it didn't work. Congratulations. We appreciate you
I
coming on.
appreciate it. Appreciate
Thanks,
it, guys. Thank you as always.
My man.
That's the guy right there.
You're going for 2 Jordan 10s?
The guy behind the guy behind the guy. Behind the guy.
How's your skee ball game?
It's not really skee ball. It's kind of like one of these, like, it's a flat. I'm trying to think like what's more comparison. Like skee ball is open and whole deal.
Shuffleboard with the sand.
Sort of like shuffleboard with the sand, right? So it's like that flat thing where you push it across, but it's a ball, and there are holes, and each hole is worth a certain amount of points, and each one of those points corresponds to how much your horse moves. So the horse has to move, let's say, 10 spaces. So you're going to put it in. You want to get the there's going to be like 6 holes. There are 3s in the corner, sort of like skee ball, you know. If you put it in the one in the front, you know, and it's only worth 1. So your horse only move 1. You want it to get 2 or 3. You want to move it, you know, further, faster than everybody else. It's kind of how a race works. It's cool, though. It's fun. I imagine it's going to bring a lot of people over there. I'm sure everybody's got something fun that they're doing. I love the whole atmosphere of it. You know, it's a carnival even without it being in Atlantic City and being carnival-based. It's that carnival atmosphere, especially in the breaking pavilion. But you know, everybody's in this. Everybody's doing, you know, customer acquisition mode. Everybody's trying to differentiate themselves between the other breakers, the other apps, you name it. And that is good for the customer. I mean, if you're going to walk through this and you're going to be, you know, basically like, it's like trick-or-treating. Walk around with your bag open. You know what I mean? It's like, here, one of these. All right. Oh, that guy's got full candy bars over there. Go to that house.
We talk about the national, you know, being kind of the national today is how it was 20 years ago. And I think there's a lot of value to that. Like, people don't love change. But what I think kind of the inverse of that is WhatNot does a good job of pushing the envelope. Let's try new things that are fun. Let's try new things that are interesting and attract the younger demo. I don't know if you saw the stat, Cage. 55% of this national is new attendees. Did you see that?
I saw that was posted. Yep.
I think we sometimes forget, like, you know, we get so consumed in this hobby. There are still these people that are like, hey, let's just go try something new. And having that is nice. Having the fun aspect. You don't have to go buy cards or trade. You could just come and your attendance is enough. You have a ticket. You stay till Saturday. It keeps people engaged. Maybe we'll win. So I think I love what they do. I like how they push the envelope on this kind of stuff.
I mean, listen, you never know what you're going to see, right? And these guys, I mean, WhatNot is only one company. Think of what they're doing to kind of advance the ball and keep this exciting, you know? So that's a great start off, right? I mean, here we are. It's National Week, right? It's Monday. Some people are headed there already. I mean, you are 90% of the way there. I'm almost done packing up the cigar night goodie bags. I'm excited about it, man.
I'll give you, you know, I'm excited for my toast on Wednesday night, but I couldn't do this without you, man. You really took the bull by the horns, and I'm out here like panicking inside, and Cage is stoic like Socrates. He's
Socrates.
He's like, oh, control what you could control type of vibes.
Well, I mean, otherwise you drive yourself nuts. You can't control what you can't control.
You can't drive me nuts. I'm already nuts.
Well, I mean, there is that, I guess. There is definitely that. I will tell you guys, I decided to rent a car to go down to National. You know, I only own one vehicle. I used my, a corporate discount code from a friend, which was great because, you know.
Luka Nation.
Yes, Luka Nation. You get 10% off. And
by the way, that's the dream, guys. Anywhere you go, you just say Luka Nation and
show you Tiger. Just show you Tiger and boom, you're in. That's it. There it is. Show you. Who are we looking at pictures of over there? Is that Warren Buffett in the middle there? Hold that up.
It's Shyway Vlogs.
Shyway Vlogs, Warren Buffett. I could tell. I mean, it looks just like him.
I can't believe you said that.
Like, dude, you're gonna laugh about that for a year.
He's Steve Cohen. I'm Warren Buffett.
You're gonna laugh about that for a year. So I go to the place and I paid like, you know, $20 extra for quote premium. Now, I have these visions in my brain here of what premium is, you know, like deluxe, which means something different all over the place. We've talked about this. Like, for example,
even these car rentals have upcharges.
In a diner, when you order deluxe, it just means it comes with lettuce and tomato. So, you know, deluxe doesn't exactly always mean what you think it means. So I get there and the guy, of course, says to me, I'm sorry, sir. I know you booked premium, but, you know, we don't have any in that category, which, by the way, premium is like Nissan Maxima. It's just funny what premium is. But he says, we're going to have to upgrade you. And I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the Lexus. I'm waiting for the Bentley, Enterprise rental car Bentley, And so I left there.
Nissan Quest.
I left there. I picked my mom jeans up a little higher, and I left there with a Chrysler Voyager minivan. And I'm going to be rocking that down, I guess, through New Jersey. I'm going to be bumping the Bruce Springsteen. Maybe, I guess, in a mom van, I guess I got to do Bon Jovi. Oh, we're halfway there. I'm at the Lombardi rest station on the turnpike, living on a prayer. Boom. No? So anyway, I'm gonna be rocking and rolling. I will tell you this. At first, I was like, hell no. Hell to the no.
But now you have so much space for all the goodies.
But I got so much space. Why didn't I make bunk beds before? I could do exercise in here. We could do calisthenics. But yes, I can bring all of the stuff for the cigar night. I have boxes of things to bring. So it definitely will come in handy to have the extra cargo room. And so, yeah, if you see a stunningly handsome man and you're looking like, why is that attractive man driving this minivan? It's the Enterprise's fault. That's how my day has gone so far. How about you
guys? You're listening to this on Tuesday. So, I mean, release 7 p.m. Most of you guys listen the morning of. So you're probably en route to National. It's Wednesday more than likely when you're listening to this. So you're prepping for cigar night if you're going. I know there's a few people on the wait list to get in. Honestly, we're doing what we can. Cage has done an amazing job with this event. I think you guys are all going to be blown away. We wish you a safe trip to get to National. If you guys have any questions, Cage's DM, my DM, email, whatever you need, we'll do the best we can to answer, but we'll probably be a little delayed in getting back to you. And just make the most of the experience. That's what I'm trying to remind myself of. It's like, we work all year to get to this place. Sometimes enjoy it. So that's really
work. Can't work all the time, man. Can't work all the time. But it says it's going to be work. It's going to be, it's going to be fun. I like what the WhatNot guys are doing. I'm definitely excited for heading down there. I don't know, man. Is there a card you're looking for? Or is there something specific you're looking for? Are you excited for like a trade?
Well, here's what I'm worried about. I have a lot of slabs, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing, if any of you guys have an extra Zion case that I could buy with you, it would be amazing. Because I went from like having a few slabs all vaulted to moving back stateside and having a ton of them in like just boxes. So I actually want to get a Zion case, right? Because think about it. How if you have hundreds of slabs and they're in the $100 to $5,000 range, and you're trading, it's not easy, like taking the lid off and you're like, here's 10, look through them, and here's another 10. So I'm a little anxious, worried of like, how am I gonna show, and do I bring everything? Do I not? So I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Well, I'm sure you're not the only one thinking like this, so let's go through it. It probably provide a little bit of value to the other people who are thinking about what they should bring. Do they bring toothpaste or an extra John Morant? Do they bring deodorant or that Hoops Premium Pulsar Rui Hachimura?
Let's say most of your cards are 100 to 500. Do you bring your $90 slabs? Is it even worth it? What if they get lost? What if they get misplaced? What if you scratch the label or the slab?
Well, I guess the answer becomes, what are you planning on doing while you're there? Do you really have a stack of Rui Hachimura cards that you're planning on bringing to the National? Because I would tell you not to do that, because no one's going to want them. Those particular cards, I would say, consign before the National. Sell them now. Sell them and list them on eBay right now, and they'll sell while you're at the National, and you'll have some extra cash that comes in. Because the market for those is going to be small. Every dealer probably already has them. They're not going to be buying, tables aren't going to be buying them from you. And that's exactly the same. I'm using Rui Hachimura. I'm not being specific about that one, but that's just what I'm
Hero? You want to bring Hero?
I think a lot of people will probably have Hero.
Zion's
a different story. I mean, Zion's beat up, but people are, because I think there's probably a greater likelihood of people who are interested in potentially picking up Zion now.
Even the base Prism?
Hero. Even the base Prism. Yeah. Yeah, even the base prism, because I mean that's got some value still. You know, not Heroes base prism. It's not worth injuring my arm again to carry those. You know, look, I got a box of cards I can't even give away. Mason Greenwood, PSA 10s. I mean, what am I supposed to do with those things now?
Well, I mean, I had a few Miles Bridges. I put them aside. I didn't feel good selling them or giving them away. Because in a weird way, if you think about it, we're marketing these players, right? So I never felt good. Like I got a stash consigned of Miles Bridges right before, and then I had them in my possession. It was the domestic violence. I was like, I'm not even going to put them in the giveaway box because I don't feel good about that. I lost you, but guys, I don't want to do our episodes this week. I know, and it's going to be a busy week. I'm already tired. I love you guys. We'll be back with another episode on Wednesday. We're going to still do this every day.
By the way, that's a good topic. By the way, that's a good topic about like when somebody becomes unsellable. The Miles Bridges, the Mason Greenwood. We don't have to. I think it would probably be a good conversation, but I don't know. We have enough time. We're already a half hour into it to go into it today. But that is, I mean, you know, Deshaun Watson cards obviously selling. You know what happens when something off the field impacts what's going on. You know, and you know there are people who I completely stopped selling the Mason Greenwood cards. I have boxes of his cards. You know, I graded so many of those Topps Now ones. It's definitely an interesting conversation. I may have a case. I would tell you if you're in the same boat as Andrew, Gem Mint cases they made great case. Ian has a case. You know, you can reach out to them. I don't know. Also, if you're listening to this and you know a case company that might be at the show, maybe somebody selling. I know Mint Collective. There were people selling cases while they were there at the show. You know, so that's it's an option also. For you, I know you're not in the friendly confines of Mexico or Boca anymore, but I think you probably are. You know, if there's a local store. And maybe one of your LCSs has, instead of a Zion case, maybe he has like a 2-row graded card, case or something like that. At least as a temporary fix.
I have the SGC, like the 50 card ones, but honestly, it's so easy to miss the forest for the trees. I just want you guys to have a good time, like straight up. I live to serve, better or worse, whatever it is. I want everyone who's coming, who has listened to the show, I want them to have a good time. I'll get mine. I'll do my trades. I'll go on PWCC. By the way, it's still competitive out there. Anyone out there who's telling you that the market is cards are done, the cards are not done. I actually think cards are a little overpriced compared to all the negative news that might come in the next 3 to 6 months. Recession, inflation, housing prices are going to fall. All this stuff.
A lot of records in Premier on Thursday. A lot of record prices in Thursday.
Really?
PWC. A lot of records.
Other than the pumped up PMG, what are you seeing?
Pull up PWCC's Twitter page today, and I think they talk about how many record prices they had. I don't know, 60 maybe? There were a lot of cards that sold at record prices in PWCC. It's on their Twitter feed. I saw it this morning. I don't want to misquote the number, but they definitely mentioned that there were a bunch of records that were set on Thursday, which jives with exactly what you're saying, that, the pricing is there on certain cards, 100%.
I think it's a little expensive still, if I could be
While you're looking at it, I will tell you for the National, I mean, I am in a spot right now where I'm thinking cards. What cards do I bring? What cards do I bring to sell, to trade, you name it, and I'm trying to, but I also don't want to bring 1,000 cards. So your question, it's not unique to you. I think we're all kind of going through it. Do you bring 100 okay slabs? Do you bring 25, slabs? Yeah. So how many did they say? 10 of the more than 30 record-breaking cards from the July Premier Show. They had over 30 records. There's an Acuna that set a record. That Sign of the Times set a record. That's a Burrow. Was that Kobe?
Mm-hmm. Burrow, Kobe. Jordan with the Mike Bayer black label. Gorgeous card. I mean, it's a 10-10. I think right now the market loves the 10-10 designation from PSA right now.
It definitely does. It definitely does. Well, anyway, just it does back up what you're saying, which is certain cards definitely sold for records. They sold for higher than they ever sold before. Despite the fact that the narrative is the market is in a downtrend. There are plenty of cards over 30 that sold for record prices just on Thursday alone. So, all right,
love
guys.
you, Luka Nation. That's another episode.
We'll see you.
So thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo My. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month, and many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me, and I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card, simple as that, and the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is. 9170 Glades Road, number 135 is the P.O. Box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road, number 135, Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com. or my cell phone number, 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luka Nation.